This is the center that I mentioned in the yarn video, that we're going to start with 3 stitches and we're going to increase and then knit for a while, then decrease for shaping. So I've already cast on, and you can use any cast on you like. So I'm just going to knit 3 and then I'll turn. Now the increase I like to use is make 1. It's just kind of my go-to increase, and so I'll show you how I do that. So I knit 1, and now I'm going to make 1, and I'm going to pick up the bar between the stitches. I'm going to use my left needle and go into it from front to back, and now I've got something I can knit into. If I knit into the front, don't know if you can see this, if I knit into the front, it's going to create a hole. So what I'm going to do is knit this through the back. When I knit it through the back, it causes the stitch to twist, or the strands of the legs to cross, and it closes up any hole I would get. So then I'm just going to knit to the end. So the way this is shaped is you just knit 1, make 1, and I don't bother with make 1 right or make 1 left. I don't bother with that most of the time, but I didn't care about it at all with this, because once I get done with this knitting, I've got this bulky garter stitch. You can't see the make 1s at all, but see how I'm already getting a shape? So you do this every row. You just make 1 new stitch after the beginning and the end. Sorry, after the beginning of the row. Now someone's going to ask me, can I do knit front and back? Well, yes, of course. Sometimes I say no. If you're working in stockinette stitch, I don't like knit front and back because it makes a bump on the front. But since we already have garter bumps anyway, why not? So I can go knit in the front and then knit in the back, and I've still added a stitch to that row. You just want to add a stitch after the first stitch of every row, and you increase in the pattern. I increased until I had 8 stitches for my center. And so now I will knit straight for a little bit and then start decreasing, because I want to make the same shape on the other end. So what I did on the other end is I just did knit 1, knit 2 together, knit to the end, and I did that every row till I was back down to my 3 stitches, and I didn't bother with different kinds of decreases or anything. So just a regular knit 2 together. So that's all there is to making that one. So even though it's not the easiest beginning, because the other one has no shaping, it's not difficult at all.